Welcome everyone to this special series. We're exploring what it means to be an alt-link here at Alter.
That's right, Alter, marketing and advertising agency. And we're always aiming for that vision to be recognized as the home of limitless creativity.
Exactly. And today we're really going to dig into one of Alter's core values, teamwork.
Mm-hmm. A big one.
Yeah, and specifically, we're looking at this statement. I trust in the skills, abilities, and commitment of my colleagues.
Okay.
So what does that actually, mean for us day to day here at Alter? Let's try and unpack that a bit.
Yeah, let's do it. And it's important, I think, to get specific. When we talk about this kind of trust, it's not just like being pals with the people you work with.
Right, friendliness helps, but this is different.
Totally. It's more fundamental. It's a core belief, really, in their professional abilities
Yeah.
and their dedication, their commitment to getting the job done right.
So like a confidence that if someone takes on a task, they're genuinely going to give it their best shot and see it through.
Precisely.
Yeah.
It's knowing everyone is, pulling their weight, bringing their unique talents to the table.
Okay.
And it's also about that handoff, right? Trusting that when the work moves from, say, the content team over to design,
Mm-hmm.
that the designer is going to take that baton and run with it, aiming for excellence. Every single piece matters, and this value acknowledges that.
Gotcha. So it's not just about sharing an office space or being on the same Zoom call. It's deeper. It's this reliance on professional skill and dedication to what we're all trying to achieve.
You've got it.
Okay, so to make this really concrete for everyone listening, can we maybe walk through some examples? Like how does this trust actually play out in our work here?
Definitely. Good idea. Let's take something like a performance marketing campaign. Pretty standard project for us.
Right. Lots of moving parts there.
Exactly. For that campaign to really, hit its mark, you need the creative team nailing the visuals, grabbing attention.
Okay.
Then you need the content team writing copy that actually resonates, that makes people click or engage.
Mm.
And at the same time, you've got SEO working on visibility, making sure people find it, and of course, client success managing the client relationship.
So the creative team, they can't just make something look good in isolation, can they? They have to trust that the copy will back it up, that it fits the strategy.
Yes, exactly. And they trust content understands the visuals too. And SEO needs to trust that the creative and content are sort of optimized or optimizable for search.
And client success needs to trust the whole machine is working to deliver what they're promising the client.
Perfectly put. Each team, each person relies on the expertise and the commitment of the others. Imagine if client success didn't trust the performance team could deliver.
Yeah, they'd be hesitant maybe, or constantly checking in.
Right. Micromanaging, maybe hedging their bets with the client. It just slows everything down, and frankly, it doesn't feel great. This trust lets everyone focus on their piece of the puzzle.
That makes sense for a big complex thing like a campaign. What about something maybe more linear, like launching a new website?
Oh, a website launch is a fantastic example of sequential trust. It often kicks off with the copywriter, right? Setting the voice, crafting the message.
Okay, step one,
Then maybe development takes that content and builds the actual site structure.
the bones of it.
Yeah. Then design comes in, makes it visually appealing, user-friendly. Then SEO jumps in to optimize everything, and you've got a project manager kind of holding it all together.
And each step absolutely depends on the one before it, doesn't it? Dev needs good copy. Design needs the structure and the voice.
100%. The whole launch hinges on that trust. Trust that the copy is solid, trust that the dev work is clean, trust that the design fits the brief. If, say, the SEO lead doubts the technical SEO implementation from the dev team.
They waste time double-checking. Maybe things have to be redone. It slows the whole launch down.
Exactly. That trust in each other's specific expertise is what lets us produce really great work efficiently.
It really sounds like this isn't just for the big projects, though. It must be woven into the kind of the everyday stuff, too, the little interactions.
Oh, absolutely. It's maybe even more important there sometimes. Think about a content writer finishing a video script.
Okay.
They hand it over to the video team. If that writer truly trusts, that the video team will bring it to life visually, tell the story well, handle the transitions.
Then the writer can just focus purely on writing the best script possible.
Right. They don't feel the need to hover over the editing process. They trust the video team's expertise. It frees them up.
That makes sense. It lets people really lean into their strengths.
Yeah.
Got another everyday example.
Sure. How about a client success exec? Imagine they proactively pull in the performance and creative teams early when planning for a new client.
instead of waiting until there's a specific request.
Exactly. By doing that, they're showing trust. Trust that those teams have valuable insights to offer from the get-go. Trust they can help make the client rollout smoother.
Yeah, that sounds like proactive collaboration, really, based on trust. Saves headaches down the road, I bet.
No doubt. Or a designer brainstorming with a social media strategist. The designer trusts the strategist, knows the platform's inside out, what works where, what fits the goals. That trust means they can brainstorm more freely, more creatively.
And presumably end up with better content that's actually designed for the platform, not just generic stuff.
Precisely. And it's not just the client-facing teams either, is it? This affects everyone at Alter.
How so?
Well, think about sales handing over a new client-to-client servicing. When the sales lead gives a really thorough, detailed handover.
They're trusting the servicing team will use that info properly.
Yes. Trusting them to build the relationship, ensure continuity, deliver great service, that seamless handover built on trust is critical for keeping clients happy long-term.
Right, okay. That makes sense for client flow. What about, like, internal functions?
Even there, take HR partnering with department heads for, say, onboarding. It's mutual trust. Department heads trust HR to find and screen great people skilled and a good cultural fit, and HR trusts the department heads to welcome those new hires properly, integrate them, give them what they need to succeed.
So it really permeates everywhere. We've seen what it looks like when it's working well. What about the flip side? What happens if that trust, well, isn't there?
Ah, yeah. That's where things can get difficult. When trust is missing, you often see, well, friction, inefficiency. People might second-guess each other constantly.
Leading to loads of extra review cycles, maybe, endless approval.
Exactly. It just grinds everything to a halt, and it creates this climate of doubt, maybe even micromanagement, which, let's be honest, isn't great for morale.
No. And I'd imagine people might feel they have to overcompensate,
Yeah.
like take on more, because they don't fully trust their colleagues will deliver their part.
That's a huge one. Yes. People feel compelled to pick up the slack, real or perceived. They stretch themselves too thin because they're worried things won't get done to the right standard.
That sounds like a fast track to burnout.
It really can be. Stress goes up, overall productivity often goes down, and importantly, you miss out on that magic of real co-creation. People hold back ideas if they don't feel safe, if they don't trust the team.
So it really stifles innovation, too.
Definitely.
Okay, so it seems clear. This trust thing, it's not just some fluffy, nice-to-have value. It feels foundational, like essential for us to function well here at Alter.
That is exactly how we see it. It truly is the bedrock of teamwork at Alter. Trust in skills, abilities, and commitment. It builds respect because you value what others bring.
Right.
It drives accountability because you know people are relying on you. And crucially, it fuels creativity because there's that psychological safety to take risks and build on ideas together.
So the end game here, the result of working this way at Alter, it's not just about, ticking boxes and hitting deadlines.
Not at all. When we genuinely trust each other, the quality of our work goes up. It's not just satisfactory, it's elevated.
We find better solutions, more creative ones.
Yes. And ultimately, that means better results for our clients and for Alter itself. That's where the limitless creativity vision starts to feel really tangible. It grows out of that trust.
Wow, okay. So bringing it all together then, this deep dive really highlights that trusting in our colleagues, their skills, their abilities, their commitment, it's absolutely fundamental. It's the launch pad for great teamwork, for creativity, for success here.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And remember, this is just the first value we're unpacking in this series about being an alt-link.
That's right.
Next time, we'll tackle another one of our core principles. We'll explore how living it day to day makes us all stronger, more successful as a team.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
It's clear that we all play a part in building a stronger, more creative Alter by really living these values. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.